people, it's me, Anja, my pronouns are she and her, and welcome back to my channel for a new video. For those who don't know, July is Disability Pride Month, and last month, June, was LGBT plus Pride Month, so I decided to kick off June with my favorite books with disabled queer main characters. So, with that said, the first book on this list is called All Year of Maybe. This book is a YA contemporary that follows a pair of best friends, and the story starts off with one of them donating her kidney to the other one, and the main character who receives the kidney is bisexual and has a chronic illness, hence the kidney donation. I hope that makes sense. This book is so good, and it's absolutely so underrated. Like, first of all, the queer representation is so well done, and it's absolutely so authentic, and the Achillean romance was so cute, and it was so well developed, and it was absolutely so fluffy and so adorable. The best friendship was also so fluffy, and it was so cute, and it felt so awesome. The characters are so well developed and so distinct. The plot was so intriguing and absolutely so engaging. This book is so good, and I really enjoyed it. This author has become one of my almost favorite authors, you know what I mean? Because her books are so good, and they're so consistently at least 4 stars. You know what I mean? Anyway, with all of that said, this book is absolutely so fantastic, and it deserves so much more hype. So with all that said, I would highly recommend it. The next book on this list is called Leclair Gets a Clue. For those who don't know, this book is a middle-aged contemporary following a young bisexual main character who uses her true crime expertise to catch a cyberbully in her school. And she also has asthma, which is why this book constitutes for this list. This book is absolutely so good, and it's so well done. First of all, the characters are so well developed and so distinct. The family dynamics are so lovely and so wonderful. The plot is so intriguing and so engaging. The friendships are so lovely and absolutely so wholesome. The mystery is also so engaging and so readable. This story is so good, and it's absolutely so underrated, and it deserves so much more hype, which I know I say all the time. So basically the word underrated has probably lost its meaning on my channel. But anyway, this book is so good. The queer representation is so lovely, and it's absolutely so fantastic because it felt so authentic. Obviously, I can only speak on the queer representation to an extent since I am just an Alice's het ally, but I felt like it was so good. Anyway, with all that said, this book is absolutely so wonderful, and it's so lovely. So with that, I would highly recommend it. The next book on this list is called Con Lychee. For those who don't know, this book is a YA contemporary following a gay, half-Chinese and half-Japanese main character and a gay Puerto Rican main character whose parents have rivaling businesses, and they decide to team up because they have a common ground. And if I'm not mistaken, the Asian American main character also has ADHD. So, if you're wondering, that's why this book constitutes for this list. But anyway, this book is absolutely so fantastic, and it's so well done. And personally, I think that this book takes the cake over Meet Cute Darling, which is the author's debut. But anyway, this book is so good. First of all, the romance was so fluffy, and it was absolutely so well developed and so distinct. The 2 characters were also so well developed and so distinct, and I really enjoyed falling in love with them individually as they fell in love with each other. You know what I mean? The plot was so intriguing, and it was absolutely so engaging. The individual family dynamics were so wonderful and so lovely. This book is so good because it's absolutely so awesome. I really enjoyed it. I don't know what else to say about this book because it was so fantastic and so wonderful in every single element. So anyway, with all that said, I would highly recommend this book. The next book on this list is called The Grimrose Girls. For those who don't know, this book is a YA dark academia thriller fantasy contemporary as it follows 4 main characters as they investigate the murder of their best friend, and the mystery is connected to modern day fairy tales. This book is absolutely so good. First of all, the 4 main characters are such distinct, well-developed main characters, and the diversity in the cast felt so natural and so authentic. Like, first of all of the main characters are queer. We have a biromantic demisexual main character who has OCD. We have a lesbian main character who has a chronic illness. We have another lesbian main character who's half Native Hawaiian and half black and is also plus size. And then the fourth main character is alo ace and is also Asian. Like, come on. This book is so good. The plot is absolutely so intriguing and so engaging. The world building was so atmospheric and it was so well done. The friendship between the four main characters was so well developed, and again, it felt so authentic. The side romances, like especially the side sapphic ones, was so lovely and so well developed. I'm absolutely so excited to read the sequel to this book, which I believe comes out at the beginning of November, because like I'm so excited. This book was so good. It was absolutely so immersive and so engaging. So anyway, with all of that said, the disability representation was so lovely, and so was the queer representation, and it was just so good and so well done. Anyway, I digress. The point is, I highly recommend this book. The last book on this list, and certainly not the least, because I feel like I've talked about this book a multitude of times, and it is Ellen Outside the Lines. For those who don't know, this book is a middle grade contemporary following a young, non-binary, autistic, sapphic main character as they navigate changing friendships, new horizons, and a school trip. This book is absolutely so fantastic, and it's so well done. First of all, the autism representation was so wonderful, and it was so lovely to see, especially as an autistic person myself. But second of all, the queer representation was so lovely, and it was absolutely so wonderful. I'm so glad that this book met my high expectations and exceeded them, because it was so good. The story was so readable, and it was absolutely so engaging. The friendships were so lovely and so wonderful. The plot was so interesting. This story is so good, and I really enjoyed it. This author is absolutely so talented, and I could clearly tell that they were writing from their own experience. You know what I mean? Like, this book is so good. I'm so excited to read their next book, which I believe that they're co-writing with Nicole Melleby, who recently wrote The Science of Being Angry, and it comes out in March or February of 2023. But anyway, I digress. The point is, this book is so good, and it's absolutely so fantastic, and it's so underrated, so please go give it the hype that it absolutely deserves, because I would highly recommend it. So, in conclusion, first of all, happy Disability Pride Month. Second of all, I think it's really hard to find books where the main character is both disabled and queer, so I really hope that this video helps diversify your bookshelf. If you enjoyed this video, please don't hesitate to give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below the fox emoji if you made it all the way to the end of the video. Thanks for watching, subscribe to my channel if you're new, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!